Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and his wife are on a state visit to Japan this week. And to kick things off, Japanese Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako have given them a royal welcome at the Imperial Palace in Tokyo. The visit coincides with the 70th anniversary of the normalization of diplomatic ties between Japan and the Philippines. Marcos and his wife arrived at the palace on Wednesday morning, where the emperor introduced the Crown Prince and Princess Akishino, as well as Prime Minister Takaichi Sanae. A welcome ceremony was held in a palace garden. The national anthems of the two countries were played, and the president received a salute from the Ground Self-Defense Forces Guard of Honor. Philippine folk music was also performed. The emperor and empress later spoke with the president and his wife. A banquet hosted by the emperor and empress is scheduled to be held at the palace Wednesday evening. Prince Hisashito, the son of the Crown Prince and Princess Akishino, will attend. It will be his first appearance at such an event. Marcos is scheduled to meet with Japan's Prime Minister once again on Thursday, this time for formal talks. Earlier, I spoke with NHK's Manila Bureau Chief Kondo Yukari, who gave us a rundown of what to expect from this summit. So, Yukari, what appears to be Marcos's top priority for his meeting with Takaichi?
Well, before leaving here, the president was keen on security cooperation with Japan. The Philippines is facing territorial disputes with China at sea. In an apparent bid to deter China, the Philippines has been ramping up its security ties with the U.S., Australia, and Japan. We saw that during some recent large-scale military drills between the U.S. and the Philippines. Japan's self-defense forces also participated in those for the first time, with about 1,400 personnel involved. It's noteworthy that about a month ago, Takaichi also eased the rules on the export or transfer of Japanese defense equipment. So Marcos praised the move, saying it's an advantage for his country. He even went so far as to say that relationship between two nations has entered a new era.
And what do you think is likely to come out of this summit, given all that diplomacy in the last few weeks?
Yeah, it seems like the Philippines has really set its sights on the acquiring defense equipment from Japan. It needs to deter China at sea, so Marcos has his eyes on Japan's used Abukuma-class destroyers. Takaichi's policy shift last month now makes that trade possible. The country's defense ministers agreed to create a working group for the proposal as well. The armed forces of the Philippines told NHK that development is a big one.
Any modern weaponry would help us increase our capability. Number one, to know what's out there, maritime domain awareness. Number two, to project our forces. Number three, to support and sustain our deployed forces.
Yeah, meanwhile, Takaichi has called the Philippines a strategic partner in the effort to create a free and open Indo-Pacific.
And what else are we expecting to happen during these talks on Thursday?
Yeah, Takaichi and Marcos are also likely to bring up energy. The Philippines gets more than 90% of its oil from the Middle East, so it's extremely vulnerable to conflict and supply chain disruptions. So Marcos even declared a national energy emergency in March after concerns over the country's supplies. So Japan may have a solution to that. It's a project called Power Asia, a $10 billion initiative to maintain energy supply chains across Asia and develop energy sources aside from crude oil. So it's possible that it's going to be the talking point for two leaders on Thursday.